Hello. I had this thought on my mind. I was sharing with someone earlier today, and I've actually shared this thought on several occasions from a platform, but more so as individual ministry and counsel when it comes to relationships. Um, I talk about how God had to show me um, that I had a spirit of idolatry when it came to my husband. Not my husband now, but in past relationship, my past marriage. I remember I was in a marriage with a very unfaithful man, and I was a new Christian at the time. And I remember praying all the time about how this man was so unfaithful and he didn't come home, and just pouring out to God, and I was looking at myself like, I'm the one that's faithful to you, God. I go to church, I'm here taking care of the child, and so I had in a way developed this sense of pride because I was looking at everything that he was doing wrong versus everything that I was doing right. But anyway, one day we had a meeting of reconciliation. Okay. One night. And so the following day, I had come home from work and I had made me something to eat. And I seriously I don't remember if I got a knock on the door or a phone call from another woman. And I remember sitting at the table, and my countenance just fell. I was like, God, now, so all of that we talked about last night was just for nothing, because we had talked about making our marriage work and working on our family and all this kind of stuff. And the Holy Spirit didn't comfort me. The Holy Spirit didn't admonish me, but the Holy Spirit whispered a series of questions to me during that time. And from what I have them written down, but what I can remember now is he asked me, have you ever cried yourself to sleep when waiting on me to show you some love and affection? And I thought about that. I was like, no. And God was like, because you've never cried yourself to sleep waiting to feel my touch. Have you ever lost your appetite waiting to hear from that man? Wow. No, I haven't, God. I've never lost my appetite waiting to hear from you. And he just asked me all these questions, and here I am priding myself on being this faithful child of God and all this kind of stuff. And I'm crying out to God, you see what he's doing to me, God. You see he's unfaithful. You see all this that he's doing wrong. But God used the dysfunctions in that marriage to show me the problems that God was having with me in our relationship. I was unfaithful to him. He was not a priority. So what God showed me, and what he continues to show me even through other people that God sends my way, is that we have a pursuit of relationships that oftentimes is idolatrous. We pursue this man, we pursue this affection, we pursue this attention, we pursue this intimacy. We stay up late to make sure we spend time with this person on the phone or in person or otherwise. We get up early to make sure we make contact with this person. We forsake other people to make sure we spend time with this person. But we don't have that same kind of pursuit when it comes to God. And God is letting us know, I am not going to bless your idol. And a lot of times that's what it amounts to. And God is so gracious and loving towards us that he will trouble the waters in our relationship to make sure that he secures his relationship with us. And so sometimes we have to step back in all of our little self-righteousness and everything that we're doing right in the relationship and really ask God, have I truly made you number one in my life? Or is this relationship number one in my life? And be really honest about what God is showing you about you. No child of God should go into a relationship with a more diligent pursuit of their interest than they have of God. And if they do, and if the relationship starts to have issues, or you have problems, it's a strong possibility that God is trying to show you that your affections are out of order. I am not your number one priority. So God reminds us sometimes through the dysfunctions in our personal relationships. He uses those to show us the problems that he has with us. So my prayer is that we not just surrender our problems to God and surrender our issues to God, but we truly learn to surrender ourselves to God, and that we learn to pursue God more than anything and anybody.